Hi, Tony, great to see you again yesterday. Just to recap on the work that we did during your session, if we have a quick look at the changes made in your posture since your previous session and viewing it down the line here, if we put the line behind you as we did before and see what sort of movement we get in towards the ball with the hips. Although there is movement, there's less movement than previously. As a result, there's less of a steepening of the shaft in the downswing, and that club is nowhere near as much out in front of you as it was in the previous session, resulting in a higher launch of your golf ball, which is certainly something you've experienced. There still is an element of you coming across that golf ball there, though, as you can see, the shaft works quickly to the left as you attempt to flip the club face through impact. Having said that, if we take a little look from face on, we start to see where the problem arises. We illustrated this by talking about the triangle formed between your forearms or your arms and your shoulder, and if we compare that to what we see here with Grant Waite down at the bottom, that same triangle, the first thing we notice with yourself is you've got a lot more spine tilt or a lot more shoulder angle than we're seeing here with Grant Waite on the bottom right. So those shoulders are tilted back a little bit too much. To help remedy that, if we just move the ball back an inch or two in the stance, that'll just have the effect of raising that right shoulder a fraction and leveling up the shoulders. That aside, as we go back, the right hand side of this triangle is going to shorten during the backswing. So as your right arm folds, that, if you will, is moving your hands nearer to your shoulder, as you see with all good golf swings. And again, if we look at what happens with Grant Waite down at the bottom, straight right arm at the setup, right arm folds, so the right side of that triangle shortens. What he's going to do, just get him up alongside yourself. What he's going to do in the downswing is he is going to gradually lengthen that right side all the way through to impact. So that right side is always expanding during the downswing. So one of the first moves down is that the left arm or the hands gradually move away from the shoulder to lengthen that right side again, which results in a good extension through the ball and not much flip just after impact. What we see with yourself is the right side shortens, as it should do, but then we hang on to that for too long, and we can see the right side actually shortens even more as you start down, shortening, shortening, shortening. You can see how short it's got by the fact that the left arm's bent. We're really keeping that right side in too close to the shoulder. So from the top of your backswing, we need to feel that the arms or the hands are moving away from your shoulder a little bit more. That's not a cast, it's only a cast when you throw the club head out with the wrists. You're just going to feel that you're going to move the arms away from your shoulder, which in turn, you can see there the left arm's accommodating. That right side is still very, very folded. What's going to happen now is, instead of a gradual straightening, you're going to get a quick straightening at the last minute, which results in that narrower, flippy looking release that we see with yourself. Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on, and then getting rid of everything at the last minute, as opposed to a much more gradual release, slowly letting the angles release all the way through the downswing. A lot of similarities at impact. A little bit more shoulder tilt with yourself, a little bit more spine angle back. That's a result of you holding onto your angles for a little bit too long. Having said that, if you can widen that downswing up, you're going to release the club much earlier. You're going to get the club coming a little bit more on the correct path, a little bit less over the top and in front of you, and you're going to result in much higher online golf shots. We saw progress towards the end of the lesson. If you keep that up, I'm sure that you'll see that on a lot more frequent basis. Well done.